Turns out when you spend all day laying in bed for like 2 days, laying in bed reading good books, you're just don't drink enough and get a little dehydrated and a little coffee. So let me beat the hydrate police. Yum. Get myself over here. And now make sure everything's all nice and how I like it, so that I can unplug my mouse and plug in my controller. For anyone watching on YouTube, did you know that like 90% of my viewers are unsubscribed? Because 90% of my viewers watch me on shorts and then don't click through anything. And because shorts is actually absolute dog shit discoverability. But it's fun. No, but yeah, if you watch this on YouTube and you want to come join in live, go to twitch.tv/GrandCapoBarb and you will come live. The ad has started over on Twitch, so I'm giving a moment for people to get here and the ad to run. You get such wonderful things on Twitch as me complaining about difficulties getting castrated, which I haven't complained about for a while yet because I've been facing urgent concerns, complaints, etc. Speaking of complaints and etceteras, one thing that is very important, so I should be prepped to send this out immediately when stream is done. HR 28, which has a Senate bill, I cannot remember the Senate bill number off the top of my head, is a federal law against trans people in sports. If you aren't familiar with what's going on here for some reason, the long story short is in the late 2010s, maybe around 2015 or so, conservatives realized that they had lost the war on gay marriage. Like, gay marriage had gotten cleared through the Supreme Court, and the weird frickin' perverts who want to control everyone went, oh, we can't stop gay people from living lives anymore. And they turned their attention to look for anything to kind of get a lever in. Because basically since the mid-80s, the far right has relied upon homophobia to be their sort of lever into the world. You know, fate had given them HIV as a manna from heaven, and they rode that until it petered out, because I think they expected that the Supreme Court ruling on marriage would be met with, you know, people being mad. And for the most part, people were like, yeah, sure, that's fine, actually. Because most people aren't weird perverts who care about what goes on in other people's lives and bedrooms. The gasp. So they were looking for their new target, because they had illegal immigrants, and they've had illegal immigrants for ages, but that's a very niche minority issue. Or it was until after this story. They had the Islamophobia thing, but again, very niche sort of thing. You have trouble really rolling back rights on Islamophobia. And that's what this is about, right? This is about, if you don't know, this is a group of people on the far right I'm rambling about here are sort of the weirdos and the perverts who want to go back to the days when women couldn't have bank accounts or jobs without their father's or husband's permission, when someone who didn't wear a little tight little suit could just get fired, where you had to have the right haircut, where you certainly weren't gay, where kids did whatever their parents said or got beaten, and if you wanted to beat your kids, no one could stop you. If you wanted to rape your wife, no one could stop you. Of note, it wasn't until 1993 that spousal rape was found illegal in all of the United States. Before 1993, there were lots of places where spousal rape was still legal in the USA. Yay! And people come into my chat sometimes and tell me misogyny isn't real. But I know I'm rambling. What's this have to do with your call to action? In the mid-2010s, they decided trans people were the thing that they needed to target. We were the problem. And well, my girlfriend has a wrong opinion. And so they started looking for ways to make us stick, because at the time, people were still very much in kind of the Blanchardian state of mind, where trans people came in two flavors. Gay people who were so gay that we had to become women, and kind of weird perverts who weren't really a threat to anyone, but were just kind of weird. You know, oh, your Uncle Dale wears a dress in the bedroom. Don't worry about it, sort of thing. Like, transphobia, prior to the 2015 or so, was for the most part a joke. Right? That was the thing. You'd see transphobia, it would be, ha ha ha, the lady's a man, everyone throws up. Horrible, but still not really an immediate threat. Trans violence was still rampant. Parents would still disown children, throw them out on the streets, all sorts of terrible things. But like from a broad, systemic perspective, if you went into your workplace and you met a trans person in your workplace, in like 2013 or so, your thought was, oh, how quaint. So they started throwing anything that could stick at the wall. And it didn't stick. They threw threats in bathrooms out. People kind of shrugged and went, trans people have been in bathrooms for decades. No rampant anything. They threw out experimental treatments. That didn't stick. They threw out the groomer thing. That didn't stick. These are coming back now, but they threw a lot of these things out. And none of them stuck. And then they threw out one thing. Around 2020 or so, they threw out the sports idea. And it hit on a big sort of myth, a big misogynistic myth in culture. The idea that women are inherently inferior to men in all ways physical. Now, if you've spent any time actually dealing with that issue, you know it's a load of bullshit. But it's stuck in the psyche because people got this image of, you know, big scary men in women's sports. But it mostly stuck around the time that they were like when they first started throwing, it wasn't sticking. And then Leah Thomas won some medals that were in line with her skill level. And people threw a hissy fit. And to this day, if you bring this up and you ask for examples, they all go, well, what about Leah Thomas? Or if you push them, they go, well, I had heard a story about a trans gal volleyball player, but they don't have any info because high school student. But then you also take a look and you go, how many injuries? It's an injury story. You know, trans girl spikes the ball too hard, injures the poor, weak cis gal. But you just do a cursory look and say, how many injuries are there in women's volleyball every year? And it's tens of thousands, like, to such an extent that you'd go, yeah, I'd be surprised if you had any trans women playing women's volleyball and someone wasn't getting hurt. People get hurt playing sports. Oh my gosh. But like, that hits something in this common consciousness and it reinforced this misogynistic ideal, and they leaned into it hard and they've been levering it. So what you need to know, oh dear viewers, is it's bullshit. The differences between the sexes are not actually that pronounced, it turns out. If you control for diet, if you control for exercise, men and women are very much roughly the same. There is an observable difference in means in one direction, but it's important to note that's a difference in means. And when you go up to the tails, that starts to disappear. That's the first big one. The second big one, and if you're trans, you're screaming already, you're missing one, I'm going to put that one last. The second big one is that women's sports don't exist to protect women's athletic integrity. Women's sports exist generally for one of two reasons. Either A, women went into the sport and started kicking men's ass, and poor little fragile snowflakes that men are, they banned women from playing and women had to go make their own league. Or two, and this one's the more one, men sexually harassed women so much that they left and started their own league. Chess is a great example of that. And in places where that doesn't happen, the split doesn't occur. I think one of the real fun ones, I was watching the Magic the Gathering Pro Tour the other week because an IRL feed of mine is in the Pro Tour, and I'm like, yeah, let's go. And he didn't do very well, but he's still in it. But I was watching, and I saw, the women who were playing, and I'm just like, yeah. This place is dripping with misogyny, but it's not like sexually harassing the women. So I see these women rising to fairly high points, not the pinnacle. But there's nothing that stops a woman from rising to the pinnacle. And I think that's a good example, of what a mix of what sport should be. If it matters for some reason, some physical characteristic, that characteristic and that characteristic alone should be measured and divided. So, for say wrestling, I think mixed wrestling should be fine. Heavyweight, midweight, lightweight can be all leveled as they are, and maybe you don't get very many heavyweight women. That's fine. Assuming that we control for the whole sexual harassment thing, which I would hope we can control for. But you look at the world today and it seems to be getting worse. But anyway, that's number two, right? Number one, women are not actually inferior to men. Number two, women's sports don't exist to protect women. Number three, trans women are women and trans women are men. And I don't mean that in some sense of category issue or respect. I mean that in the sense that by all measures that we as a society hold women and men to, outside of a few radical far-right gender ideologies, trans women are women and trans men are men. I have lately been referring to myself more and more as a transsexual and bucking against the transgender label because I want to make it very clear that I am changing sex, and that is not a delusion. It is not some ideological statement. It is what my intention was when I began my process here, and it is what I am doing. Because everything that matters in sex, everything that you ever look at and think, that makes a man, that makes a woman, anything in your life that matters for what is sex is mutable. And if you find that terrifying, it's your job to investigate. But Barb, you're rambling. What's the ask? The ask is to call your senators. They were going to have it is currently February the 28th of 2025. They were going to have a cloture vote today on HR 28's passage through the Senate. It was delayed until Monday. To reach cloture in the Senate, you need 60 votes. If Democrats hold the line on trans rights, they do not get cloture. And if they don't get cloture, they can't bring the bill to a vote. So, if you, dear listener, don't hate trans people, you need to call your senators and tell them to vote against cloture. Especially if you have sort of red dog Democrats. But also especially if you have sort of blue-leaning Republicans. If you have a Republican that's kind of, I am so sick and tired of what these lunatics on the extreme right fringes are doing, tell them. Tell them all to just stop. Don't bring this bill to cloture. Drop the bill. Focus on bringing down the price of eggs. Focus on making sure that when Elon Musk is done, there is still a United States government. Things like that matter. And if you need more explanation, know that it's not about women's sports. There are far, far less than 100 athletes in the country who would be affected by this bill if it was doing what they say it's doing on the tin. And by far, far less, I mean, I don't remember the exact number off the top of my head, but I do believe it is less than 20. It is in the order of like 13 or 14. There are not very many. And I know you go, but if it's so few, well, what it does do is it defines into law that sex is immutable. And as someone who has spent the last 5 years of her life actively changing her sex in a myriad of ways that matter and are obvious to everyone, it is absurd. It's absurd at this point for someone to look at me and say that I'm a man. The other week I went out, not the other week, it wasn't even a week ago, it was earlier this week, I went out And I had not shaved. I have not had electrolysis. I have not fried the fur off of my face. I hadn't shaved. I had a little mustache, a little beard, and I went out because I needed to get a drink. And one of the people in the neighborhood was talking to me, and someone was like, "The tranny," and the guy just looked and said, "Oh, I just assumed you hadn't shaved." Because like I pass enough as a woman that I can have a visible mustache and beard, and people will still think I'm cis. I haven't had any surgeries. I haven't had electrolysis. It is all estrogen at this point doing that for me. Now, most people know I'm trans. Most people know I'm non-binary. I'm very open about it. I say she, her, here because I'm feeling very femme today. But actually, I do have preferred pronouns. They are they, them. The little X's. And I use those exclusively in the neighborhood because I want people to get accustomed to in my neighborhood, to kind of get accustomed to the quote-unquote weird made-up genders, meaning it's just someone like me who is the normal, slightly reclusive Miss Barbara, who everyone knows is only reclusive because when it comes time for them to do a thing, goes, I could go out and sit outside and talk to the neighbors, or I could stream Tales of Misogyny, which is what we're going to be doing in just a little bit. But I want to make it clear. This does not protect women. It does not stop women's sports. It defines sex in an immutable way. It defines sex in a way that excludes intersex people. It defines sex in a way that states in law that women are inferior to men. And in the process of setting up to enforce this, it opens up women, all women, but I'm going to mention cis women here just by sheer number, because there are many more cis women than there are trans women. It opens up women athletes to more expensive medical interventions, medical investigations, possibly even karyotyping. Possibly also opening up young women to be abused by pedophiles, depending on how jurisdictions intend to enforce that law. If they decide that they want to give the gym teacher the right of genital inspection over the young children, well, is that going to stop a trans girl from playing soccer? Or is it going to give an actual man leverage over his target for abuse? Oh, you can do what I say, or I could report that you're trans, and yeah, they'll sort it out, but by the time they sort it out, you'll have missed the whole season. Whichever you prefer. That's the real sort of threat behind this bill. And that's not going to be common either. Most gym teachers aren't raging pedophiles, but some are, and this will empower them. This will empower abusers. This will place burdens upon families. And this will enshrine into law an extreme far-right myth that women are inferior to men, and that trans women are men. And I don't know about you. I would hope, dear listener, that you are not in favor of putting extreme gender ideology into law. And it's a real easy thing. If you don't want extreme gender ideology to be law, you pick up your phone this weekend, you call your senator, and you say, vote against cloture for H.R. 28. It doesn't protect women. it's nothing but hate. Then you tell your friends, and you tell your friends to tell their friends, and we get those phones ringing so that they know that you want them to do more important things with their time. Republicans will keep bringing it up, but we all know that Republicans don't care about bringing down the price of eggs. They just care about gutting the government and selling it off to their billionaire friends for parts and pocketing the change for themselves. You have the power to stop them. You just gotta pick up the phone. And I'm gonna put that there in the stream. But for now, is there anyone here? I don't know. I can't use my mouse to check. If you're in chat, sound off. Rah. How goes misogyny? Well, I just got finished ranting about HR 28 at nobody, so we'll see how misogyny goes in a moment. For now, because it's finally time to start. I swear I was not waiting for you. I was just like, hey, I'm gonna do my rant and then start. And then my rant took 26 minutes. Fucking. It goes beyond just trans misogyny, because it is, I think, very much just a lever. I really do think it's a lever that is all about game music loud. Okay, let's get into game. I can fix it in game. Because I have my mouse unplugged, so I can't fix it out of game. Okay. So, what was I saying? I don't think it's just trans misogyny. I've been thinking through this lately. I really feel like trans misogyny, yeah, that's everywhere, but I really feel like a lot of this is just an attempt at just getting a lever back in to actual misogyny. You know, these old men pushing this want to go back to the days where women were in the kitchen and sucking them off and shit. So yeah. Yep. That is very much the fucking premise, and it's especially awkward for me because I grew up with my younger sister. My younger sister, who is a bombshell blonde. Like, you look at my sister and you go... just like that, you go, wee! She's so gorgeous I have to jump off the side of a building. I don't even know what I'm doing here. I'm trying to get on top of this building, but I don't remember why. Probably just urge to go high. But she is far more physically capable than me or my brothers. I remember one point in high school when my brother's friend, who was a cop, was like wrestling her to the ground, and she was pretending that she couldn't like oppose him or anything, and he was like, ha ha ha, I've got you, blah blah blah, and then something came up and she's like, we're done now, and she just kind of picked him up and just moved him, and he was like, what, how? And like, apparently he just legitimately thought that she couldn't oppose him, and was shocked to learn that she could in fact just kind of pick his ass up. And that's, like, very much a thing. Women are not as physically inferior to men as men like to believe. So what are we doing? We need to go find Doc in Mosgiel to ask her about medicine. And then there's also something back here. Good to see you made it out of the raid, Mr. Hotshot. Because women would not be talking to women. Anything you want to ask about? Okay, your question, gal. Question, gal. Who I'm very jealous about. Let's just quietly add Question Gal there into my list of unattainable transition goals and move on. Okay, how do I... That's how. Mosgiel. Woohoo. That's how we fast travel. I got it done.
It's so quiet. From now on, no one is going to be whipped or killed here ever again.
A humbling blade.
Are you just going to keep standing around or what?
Sorry, I'm just getting prepped over here.
I'm going, Xion, to ask chat if they think the hunting blade is going to be bad, because I'm going to watch it.
That blazing sword's turned out to be even stronger than I expected. With that much sheer power, elemental types are hardly a concern anymore. You can bring practically any foe down to their knees in a
Why is the
flash.
mouth moving like that?
Don't count on me being able to pull off another Gates of Fire.
That's a bad lip flap.
That only happened because I had the help of that spirit vessel monster too.
Still, you did defeat Balsef with it, which means it can also take down the other lords. That's enough for me. Besides, if it was any stronger, your body wouldn't be able to handle it. Have you forgotten what happened after we finished off Balsef?
No, but aren't you scared of having that much power inside of you? Even a little?
Why would I be? Power provides opportunity. You don't expect me to simply throw it away, do you?
No, I get it. It's a good ace to have up our sleeve, that's for sure. I'll make the most of it. Well, as much as I can without becoming charcoal.
Well, that was... Okay, I don't want to watch another skit, but the next skit's about Rinwell, so I have to. I would say if I gave a damn about what this game actually had to say, let's go. Sorry, Rinwell.
Hey there, Doc.
Who are you?
It's me, Iron Mask. Though these days I go by Alphen. I finally remembered my name.
Alphen? I heard that was the guy who brought down Balsef. Wait, you're telling me you're the liberator of Calaglia? Our own Iron Mask? Of all the people.
Haha.
I told you, I'm Alphen now. And I didn't overthrow Balsef alone.
Even so, that's no small feat you've accomplished. And you managed to get your face back, too. That woman with you, the Renin?
You know about her?
Only what I've heard from rumors. I wasn't sure I believed it, but now I suppose I must.
Doc, she...
Thank you.
You sure you should be saying that to a Renin?
I'm not saying it to any old Renin. I'm saying it to you, young lady.
I only helped because it was in my interests as well.
Of course, I would imagine as much. But that doesn't change the end result. The two of you defeated Balsef, and now all of us are free. That is a fact.
Wow, facts. Also, is that too loud? I have trouble telling if it's too loud on my desktop audio bar.
Thanks, Doc.
Thanks, Doc. It looks like it's about the same level as my speech.
I should be the one thanking you. I'll never be able to repay what you two have done.
Oh, who's messaging me? Oh, Cass is sad about global warming. But I'm sorry, Cass. I'm sorry, Cass. You can't... For all the sad about global warming, I am not sad to see winter go away.
Anyway, I'm guessing you didn't come here just to catch up.
Right. We need your advice. We found a girl who's collapsed from exhaustion, and she needs medicine. Do you know anything that could help?
If she's that weak, she may need a nutritional boost. The herbs I have here won't be enough. Oh, have you tried searching Kirt Garrison?
No. We passed it on our way here, but...
With all the Renan soldiers gone, that place should be empty now. If we're lucky, maybe they left something you can use.
Good idea. We'll take a look.
Woohoo!
Kirt Garrison.
I should get Cass.
If I'm not mistaken, that's located off to the side of the railroad tracks.
Wherever it is, just make it quick.
And then you can help gang up on her when she says things like, "It's supposed to still be cold, it's winter." And I'm like, but I feel great because it feels spring-like. And then, like, 2 days ago when it was cold, I felt horrible.
You look happy.
Do I? I guess I am. Getting thanked for everything by someone I actually know? It made it really hit home that we made a difference.
That guy's a strange one, though.
Doc? I don't think he's that odd.
He is, though. He thanked me. He's freak.
He's not acting. He means it.
That's what makes it so strange.
Would you have preferred he yelled and threw rocks at you?
I'm not saying that. It's just hard for me.
God, I hate Alphen.
Okay, off we go.
Hi, I'm a woman who's been, like, attacked for my entire life for who I am. Kirt Garrison Brown House is over here. And I am nervous and don't trust people, so hey, this is not where I want to be. Hey,
You think it might be
oops.
useful? We should try it and see how it turns out.
Good dog. Bye. There's the herbs. Hi, yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, she's like depressed because of course she is. Like, who wouldn't be in her situation? And the dude's just like, well, stop. But come on. How dare women have feelings? Yeah, it feels like it's still loud.
There! Sighted!
Demon Fang! You're finished!
Wait a second.
Pathetic!
You're mine! Take this!
First aid!
Demon Fang!
Sighted!
Take this! You're mine!
First aid! There! Pathetic!
You're mine! You're finished! Take this!
I have to go all the way down to 20 to be down where I want it to be? Is this too quiet? I am not... This game is so weird. If it's too quiet, we'll find out. Oh, we're gonna learn about fishing, everyone! Or something. Look, it's water!
Looks
We
like
can
this place
fish
opens
here.
out into the ocean.
The water's so much cleaner than what's on the surface. I even see fish swimming around.
Yeah. And boy, do they look delicious.
What?
Never mind.
Apparently this is not where we needed to go. Okay. That's fine. I'm sure in theory this is good gameplay. Oh, I shouldn't be complaining. Like, if this were in Final Fantasy, I would be like, hey, it's some exploration. It's just I don't like the game very
Gotta break
much.
through. Rising Wyvern! I'm not done!
Ice tornado!
Orochi's Fury!
Good job.
This could be useful.
Okay, so what are we looking for? In the Kurd Garrison Guardhouse. Ah, it's over here. It's this thing. Hey! If I had eyes. If I had eyes. There's weapons. Ah, there I see. If I had eyes.
Think this is it?
How would I know?
It matches the description we were given, at least. No use standing around here hemming and hawing. Let's take it back and see.
I hope you're right. There's no way I'm coming all the way back here.
Just to be safe, I think before we head back to Ulzabek, we should maybe have Doc double-check this is the right stuff.
All right, but let's make it quick.
Who? Making it quick? I can do that.
No choice!
Cyan instant!
Orochi's Fury! Do it!
Together.
Wait, seriously, I can't? They won't let me just fast travel from here. Okay, sure. Game. Ooh, why not? I think we mentioned this last time, but yeah, fast travel really went a long way to making map design in video games worse. But also, map markers, kind of. I mean, I appreciate them, but I did grow up playing games in the era before map markers and compasses and mini-maps were the thing. And it did have a negative impact on how maps were designed when they could just throw a marker on there and tell you where to go, and you didn't have to, like, read the quest, understand the quest, and then learn from context clues where to go in the game.
Did you find anything useful?
We think this might work, but we wanted you to take a look at it first.
Let's see. Ah, this stuff. Yes, this'll work. I'd hurry over and give it to the girl right away.
Right, then we'll do that now.
Say, Iron Mask. No, sorry. It's Alphen now, right?
Yeah, it's asshole.
Are you and that young woman planning to stick together moving forward?
Yeah, I think...
I see. You know, I think things just might...
What do you mean?
I'm not sure of that myself. I imagine people are going to have... Whoever
Doc
get
is
tired-
like,
Stop.
hey, are you gonna be seriously going with one of them? And I am like, no. Absolutely not. She belongs to Rinwell. And I will convince myself of that regardless of what clues the world and the game put me into believing. Or try to make me believe. Shone and Rinwell
Okay, off we
are
go.
true destined lovers. And we will contort the narrative however we have to make it true.
Get lost!
Be yourself.
Come on! You're mine!
That gun of yours is real handy in a pinch.
It takes a true marksman to use.
Well, can't think of anyone better than
Looks
you,
like it could
Shion.
be worth something.
You know what I think I've realized one of the things I don't like about this game is it's always kind of sucking off the player as far as the fantasy goes. Oh, that takes a real strong marksman to use. Like, they're trying to give the player the roleplay experience of being a strong marksman, but we don't see it. We just get told it. And we get told it again and again and again and again and again. Tilsa,
Is this what you asked for?
we love you.
Perfect. That'll do nicely. I had a feeling you'd come through for us. With this, the little one should be right as rain in no time.
I can't believe it. Not often we get visitors from Cislodia around here.
Cislodia?
Calaglia's neighbor. One of the 5 realms. What with that wall in the way, I guess it's not surprising. But I've never actually met someone from the outside world before.
Up till now, the only time the gates ever opened was to let Renan convoy units in and out.
No one ever thought to stow away and hitch a ride out?
This place might be a living hell, but when next door is a living hell too, you start thinking it doesn't matter much one way or the other.
So you're Rinwell, and you're with the Cislodian Resistance known
God, I
as the
love
Silver
Rinwell's
Swords.
eyebrows. Oh my god.
Your organization sent a group of you to establish contact, but you're the only one who made it through.
Aren't her eyebrows
sound about right?
just the best?
Lately, our people's oppression has become more and more severe. When we heard rumors that you had staged a successful rebellion in Calaglia, we hoped that maybe you could help us.
News sure gets around quickly, huh?
If you ask me, it's awfully convenient she just happened to show up now. Certainly raises a lot of red flags.
Please, I swear it's true. My people are dying. I risked my life trying to get here so I could find help.
It's okay. You did well. We'll take it from here.
Hold on, Zephyr. You're not really thinking...
We'll join her. Alphen, start getting ready. I let you use the blazing sword, and we work together to overthrow the lords. That was the deal, remember?
Wait, is that a Renan? What is this?
Take it easy. It's complicated, but she's on our side. She helped to find some medicine for you.
She did? But no, she's a... I can't believe it.
No,
The Renans from
she's
other
an
realms
English
could
woman.
attack at any time.
That's for you all to worry about. I've got bigger fish to fry.
That sword of Alphen's is our best weapon. We can't just go lending him to other lands.
Even if you keep him here, the blade's as good as useless without me on board.
And what makes you think I can't persuade you, Bright Eyes?
What makes you think you can? Last I checked, you couldn't even touch me.
Enough. Alphen.
Tilsa
What do you
leaning back
want?
going, that's so hot.
I know all too well the hardships the slaves of this realm had to endure. That's why I took up the sword. To help them. If Danans are being oppressed in other realms, then I have to help them too.
Nath has a point. We can't discount the possibility of further attacks, but now our struggle has grown. It's become much larger than just liberating the people of Calaglia.
We can't be in two places at once, Zephyr.
True. Which means we're limited in our options. We play this the same way we did with Balsef.
Woohoo. It's only been a week and I've forgotten how we played it with Balsef. This game is just so forgettable.
I have a bad feeling about this.
You and me both, but it's too late for regrets.
They best not be
Jeez,
trying
really?
to pair
You don't
that
say.
fucking dude off with our
So,
Butch Queen.
you're really going, huh? Just the four of you?
Afraid so. Look after the place while we're away.
Always the smooth talker. We'll do what we can to hold down the fort.
We've got the Renans to keep us busy.
Good luck. Just remember,
Yeah, don't go killing anyone without good reason, I get it. I'm not about to repeat what they did.
let's move, people.
God, I love the hate in Rinwell's eyes. Gotta love a girl who's a hater, you know? Do we have Rinwell yet? No, so sad. I need Rinwell so I can put on her correct, proper canon outfit. Boom, 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 goodbye.
What's that over there? Some kind of castle?
Yeah, one that belongs to a different lord than Balsef.
Right, that makes sense. You said
Okay, that's where we're going.
that there were 5 of them in all, right?
Right. We've still got a lot of work ahead of us.
Rinwell, right? It's nice to meet you. Does that little white animal follow you everywhere?
He's not a little white animal.
Normally I don't pick on the weak.
You're mine.
Take this!
Let the
Eat dirt!
marksman handle this.
Pathetic!
Let the marksman handle this. As we have
Great, now I'm hurt and
Alvin.
dirty.
It's a life bottle, yay. Yeah, those are all just too long. It makes exploration frustrating. Which is not something you want in a game with big open areas. You don't want exploration to feel challenging, or not challenging, pointless. You don't want exploration to feel pointless.
I'll take you all on!
Okay, I was hoping that I'd be able to jump past everything.
We've turned the tables on
On to the
There are
next!
still more left.
Show me what you can do, kiddo!
These little ones are...
See ya!
Less talking, more pummeling.
Everything's coming up, Zephyr!
I just realized Zephyr doesn't even have an HP bar. Hoodle! Yay!
What's got you so worked up, Hoodle?
Can you save this game? Oh no!
Watch out! They know we're here.
Flying Zoogles, huh? This is going to get interesting.
They're nothing I haven't seen before.
Shion!
I'll shoot them down, you finish them off. Got it? Knock a flying enemy out of the sky, and it's as good as done.
Right. I'll see what I can...
God, very easy is so stupid. I would be mad if I cared about this game.
What was it those Zoogles were attacking just now?
Owl.
Is that?
What?
It's nothing.
I only helped because it was convenient. I don't know what's got you ticked off at me this time, but I suggest you keep your hands away from me.
No one asked you to help.
Rinwell, she healed its wounds. She's not trying to hurt it.
How can you be so...
The thing is, I think the game's trying to paint Rinwell as, like, unreasonable here, when... No,
look like they're talking to
Rinwell's
each other.
experience, we know,
Probably happy to see another owl.
is enough
I
to
don't
be
think
like,
Poodle's
yeah,
ever met
no.
one before. He might have been wondering if he was the only one.
I could have Rinwell's hair. Like, I need a haircut, and then I could have Rinwell's hair.
Oh.
My hair's long enough. Oh my gosh. Oh,
We
bye-bye,
just
owl.
barely got to say hi.
At least we know it's out there. I'm sure we'll run into it again somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. Right, Hoodle?
I don't think Rinwell's hair would look as good on me, though.
Another notch in the old belt.
Keep 'em coming.
You like that taste of freedom, kid?
I think I could get used to it.
There's the birdie. Birdie. Hey, thank you. Go away.
I'm surprised there are owls here, too.
Yeah.
How many areas are there?
There are more of them around than I thought.
It's not rest yet. It's a shop. Do we have weapons that are better? Yes, but we don't have the stuff we need. You're not better. Well, if you're not better... Oh. Why am I not... Just... Oh. And then you got to go to the outfit. And then you have the weapons again. Okay. I think I just put down the wrong weapon.
What are you staring for?
Rest so we can cook. Is there any move speed? Nope.
This is great. The taste and aroma will blow.
Taste and aroma do blow, because you made it. I'm being mean.
Well, off we go.
Yeah. Is there a better outfit for Alvin? Because I do have to look at it occasionally. Can I give a full mask? I want the full iron mask. I don't want to have to see his stupid face. I think we see less of his stupid face in that. Okay, I'm gonna try that, and then do we have anything that I can put on his face to hide his stupid face? Big frame glasses are the closest thing that we can get. there we go. He's almost tolerable now to look at. There we go. We could look at that loser in cutscenes. Caw, caw, caw.
I take it we're heading through here then?
Everything all right, Zephyr?
Yeah.
Okay, that was a good decision,
Nothing.
yes.
What is that? A ring?
It was my wife's.
Your wife? You never mentioned anything about being married.
That's surprising?
You said was. So then, is she gone? Was it the Renans?
No. She was sick. I couldn't get her the medicine she needed, and then she was gone. I'd always wanted to show her the world as it could be.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. There are plenty of people out there more deserving of your sympathy than me.
But...
Let's go.
Zephyr is some sort of freak being that freaking huge. It's not normal for people to be that big. Go up. Can I cut you? Nope.
Don't go charging off like that! Not today! Stay away from the top! I'll run you through!
Here I
See
go!
ya!
I'm only getting started!
Pathetic!
Pew pew boom. You're gonna ambush me. Haha, I knew it! Get cutscened.
It's freezing in here. And after how hot it was outside, too.
It must be the cold air sweeping in from Cyslodia. It's the polar opposite of Calaglia, so I'd get used to it if I were you.
Is the little guy okay?
Oh, don't worry about Hootle. He's from Cyslodia. Probably just nerves is all. He's not really used to being around other people this much.
You should be sitting in her hood instead of
Ringo.
having to flap.
How about filling them in on what to expect from Cyslodia?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Well, for starters, nobody trusts nobody.
Come again?
Just like I said.
Wait, why is this
You never know
mask
when
back
Snake
to
Eyes are
being
watching you.
that? What the hell?
That's what they call their lord's henchmen, apparently.
His hair's changed, and now it's...
Their
What
official
the
title is
fuck?
the Bureau of Civil Observation.
What the
They've
fuck
got
is this
cronies
game?
undercover everywhere, observing us at all times.
So? Renan surveillance was an everyday part of life in Calaglia.
Difference is, in Cyslodia, it's not just Renans. They've got Danans spying on each other, too.
Wow, just like real life.
Or in other words, there's the Snake Eyes themselves, plus all their small-time informants. All it takes is someone squealing on you, and it's straight to labor camp. No questions asked, no goodbyes. Course, informers are rewarded handsomely for their deceit. Everyone's always got one eye open, waiting for the moment to inform on someone before being tattled on first.
Hence the not trusting one another, huh? In that case, what do you think they'll make of us?
Hard to say. Although, not being from Cyslodia will probably help, honestly.
More trustful of outsiders than even your own people. Why go along with it, though? Why doesn't anyone take a...
Not everyone is strong enough to... That's why the world...
Lost interest. Lost interest when it became the Alphen and Zephyr Hour. Fishies. Who needs a fishing skill when you can just do that? Okay, also, because we're going someplace freezing cold, we need to find something warm. What's the warmest looking outfit we've got? Okay, you look like you might be the warmest thing we've got. I don't like you. Like, there, the thighs, that's gonna suck. They're as cute as the little, like, butt side bits are. That'll suck. Legs, that's a no. The thigh gap, cute, but fucking freezing. Thigh gap again. Ha 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 ha. Kill me now. And this, okay, this has, like... Nope, back of ankles. Back of ankles, back of ankles. Thigh gap. Fucking no, fucking no. Yeah, it's gonna have to be girls' school uniform B if we're not gonna be freezing to death. I guess I should put you into something where you're not gonna freeze to death either. Your normal thing is okay, but... Yeah, school uniform time, let's go. Already we're at the point where I need to have more experience.
I'll run you through. Take this.
Here I go. Where are you going? A freezing storm.
Don't go charging off like that.
I tornado.
Talent
Let's go. I'm only getting started.
Plasma shock.
I can feel my power growing!
Well, don't tell us about your power, Alpha. No one cares.
Don't get careless.
Don't tell me!
Mega ray.
It's over. See ya.
Take this. A freezing storm. These little. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished! That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
I am so tempted to increase... Yeah, I don't want to because I don't want this game to take any longer, but it's actually like... I want to have some difficulty. Which means I suppose I should save before we continue. Let's see how bad moderate is after being on very easy for a bit.
Don't get careless.
Don't tell me!
Mega ray.
Here I come! Do it!
Take it.
Burn!
Cyan instant. It's over.
One final push.
Mega ray.
Right. Give them all we got.
Take it. And again.
Roshi Fury. Finish it.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Focus on the fight.
I won't rest until I'm the best I can be.
Still striving to be on par with the Lord?
You simply can't be too strong when battle is a part of your everyday.
Not even a problem. Can I just go? The wall's gonna get in the way, isn't it? No, it's not. Okay.
Normally I don't pick on the weak.
Mega Ray!
I'll run you through. See ya.
Not this one's all mine!
Cyan Instant!
You picked the wrong fight!
I'm on it. That is
Help
coming. Talon Storm. Touch the cannon.
You're mine!
That's it.
There! Go! Mega Ray!
Here I come. Cannon.
There! And again!
Strike. I'm sure I can put this to use.
Yay. Okay, it's not too bad.
Brace yourself!
Take it!
This
Go!
one's
I'll
tough!
never miss!
Orochi's Fury.
There! A freezing storm! Ice Tornado!
Swallow blade!
I'll run you through.
Infernal turret!
There! You're mine!
You're mine.
Mega Ray!
You're mine. Burn in hell.
There! And
I'm on
again!
it.
A freezing storm!
Orochi's Fury.
Ice Tornado!
Another notch in the old belt.
Keep 'em coming.
You like that taste of freedom, kid?
I think I
Oh,
could get
there's
used
the
to
higher
it.
level, like, special hunt thing. Which I don't care about, so I am going to ignore it. Gargarissimos, oh no. Goodbye, Gargarissimo.
Not much further now. The exit will take us straight into Cyslodia.
Can't trust
You're
the
brooding
sis.
again. What's eating at you?
We defeated Balsif and liberated Calaglia from the Renans. Now, we're on our way to rescue our fellow Danans in Cyslodia. I'm committed to helping our people. You know that. But then, what happens after that? What's our endgame here?
Good question. The Danans vastly outnumber the Renans. Yet we rarely take up arms, because we know that when it comes to firepower, we don't stand a chance. Even if you succeeded in overthrowing the Lords and freeing Dana, then what? Lenegis would still hover over us, the Renan motherland behind it. If they so desired, the Renans could potentially use their might to wipe us off the planet in a second.
So what you're saying is we don't stand a chance. So what the heck are we even doing?
Rinwell, Papa.
There's no sense in discarding today's victory for tomorrow's loss. If fighting yields even a single day of freedom, it will all have been worth it in the end. Who knows? Maybe that's the day we make preparations for the battle that will free us for good. Speaking pragmatically, it's up to us to put a dent in their armor before they cotton on to our plan. That way, we force them to the negotiating table.
You want to negotiate with the Renans?
It's galling, I know, but it's the only way to survive while securing our freedom at the same time.
That's... But even so, we can't just...
If you lot are done talking, there's a lord we came to overthrow.
What about you, Shion? What do you plan on doing after we've given the Lords the boot?
All I know is, my reasons for fighting aren't the same as yours. I'm through answering these pointless questions.
Isn't this game so heavy-handed with its themes? Can't wait for them to throw them away in, like, a couple hours.
So this is Cyslodia.
How far is it to the capital?
Welcome
We
to
still-
hell.
Got it.
Agreed.
It'll be hard for me to...
Right.
What's up with her?
In case you...
Don't take... Plus,
Don't
the
care
fact-
about any of this. Get me
We're talking
Rinwell.
about someone who came down to Dana all by herself. But you don't...
Hey, that's how we do it.
I
Whoa.
get that they're not exactly on the best of...
We walk 3 steps
I'm
and
always
get
impressed
another
how-
cutscene. Oh no, I accidentally hit the button to trigger the stupid little thing. I'm sorry, game. I slandered you. The fact is that you're just bad. let's get into a fight.
I'll take you all
There!
on.
It's over! A freezing storm!
That is coming.
Ice tornado! Here I go! It's
Don't
over!
let them form a pack.
Cyan instant!
Talent storm.
It's over!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more
Here I go!
pummeling.
Cut them apart!
Yay!
I'm sure I can put this to use.
I've noticed the Zeugles here are a lot different from what we're used to back in Calaglia.
It's because this realm is so cold. I imagine they had to be adapted to fit the climate.
Meaning if we hit them with fire arts, it should be extra effective against them.
Do I have any of them? Ray! Ignis Celestia.
Great, now I'm hurt and dirty.
Normally I don't pick on the weak.
Searing flame! There! Go!
I'll run you through mine. That is coming.
It's over! If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Rising light. Finish it.
Alphen! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Whee! Victory.
That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
Would you like to warm up some?
Aren't there people in there?
You should let yourself unwind when you get the chance.
I guess there's no arguing with that.
Didn't we just go over how you can't trust anyone and can't unwind in Cyslodia? And then they're like, immediately,
Hey.
hey, let's unwind.
Mm-hmm.
Hey!
Oh?
Whoa!
Accessories! Wow, we can make accessories! I have to make something.
Right.
What?
Yay! We're still getting tutorials.
Just...
All right.
Runewell has the look on my face that I have when I'm remembering that I decided to play this game again.
Nice.
Right.
I spent so much money on it, I want to just get my money's worth. You were laying in bed scrolling Tungle and missed an
Nothing
hour
else, Shield?
Yeah,
of Strim.
I'd say so.
She'd better be, after all she ate.
Weapons. Do we have any new weapons that we can make? Nothing worth time on.
I stopped before I was full, though.
Oh, we have some new armor. Well, I will get the armor, because it's actually better than what we have. And I will hydrate as soon as I check to see if this new Zeugle skin armor that we got is, like, better looking than what we have. Can I see the Zeugle skin armor? Or is it just... Okay, so there isn't actually any new armor. Well, that's... Okay, sure. Stats with no appearance. It's just like it's 2002 again. We have to go into the cabin. Do we have to go into the cabin? Something going on with the cabin. Whoa! There's a thing.
Okay, off we go.
I see, we rest at the campsite, even though there's a cabin there. What is...
It's awfully quiet around here.
Yep. Awfully quiet. Since we're actually... fighting.
This is great.
That elemental defense is going to be useful.
All right, guys. Ready to go?
I know I'm just making the game take longer by turning up the difficulty. Because it's mostly just making everything an HP sponge. But... I don't know, I was being bored before. Maybe what I should do. Normal. Oh, I actually have to make it saved. Okay. Hopefully that will, like, give me some combat. So it doesn't just feel like Alphen kills everything for me. And then I can play.
I'll take you all on! Azure Storm!
Searing flame!
I'll run you through!
I'm only getting started.
Tusk cannon!
Magna ray!
Don't go charging off
Here
like
I
that!
go.
Rising Wyvern!
Searing flame!
I'll run you through!
An instant! These little ones are...
Grenades
More pummeling.
aren't cool. The enemies just walk away from them. Don't like that.
Normally I don't pick on the weak.
Flame!
Orochi Fury! You're surrounded! Stay calm! Come on! See ya!
Instant!
One's all mine.
Eat dirt!
Sighted.
Great!
It's
On
over.
to the next!
Roger that.
Show me what you can do, kiddo!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Blast the shock! I'll run you through!
Nothing to it. Ah. Yawn, 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 yawn.
Houses in a place like this. People really live all the way out here?
The whole area is just little villages. This one's Messiah 224.
Wait, I hear something. Sounds like people arguing.
Bureau agents. The Snake Eyes must be here. We should sneak past them. That was my original plan, since you all stick out so much.
Why? In case one of your people tattles on us?
It's the Renans who are making us do it.
Oh yeah? Like this Renan who you need to save your people's skin?
Oh, that's rich, coming from the Bright Eyes whose people are the reason we're in this mess in the
That's
first
enough.
place. But she started it!
3 centuries of resentment is too much to lay at a single person's feet.
This was
Same
more
goes for you,
interesting the
Shield.
first time through, and we didn't
can't
just
ignore
know
the
that
past.
the game doesn't have anything to say.
If I were to
and,
guess,
You'd better
Can't
not
think
be
of
about to
anything
suggest
through.
I go for you two.
Why?
like, I don't care. Skip.
Damn those Renans. I hate seeing Danons.
I can't make myself care about any of these characters anymore.
Silence, embedded! Anyone who fails to cooperate will be arrested and tried as a traitor to the realm.
They're birds. They're evil birds.
Damn it. Some rat must have sold us out again.
You there! You want me to haul you up on suspicion of civil disobedience?
But I didn't. Ah!
What? Leave him alone! An embedded dares defy the orders of his lordship? Know your place, slave!
We can't use the blazing sword this close to the villagers. They could get hurt. But there are too many agents. Zephyr?
Law. Is that you?
Law. Fucking
What's
worst
going on?
character
Are we supposed to be fighting
in
them?
the series.
You're alive.
Is there anyone in the
What are
Tales
you
of series
doing
who's worse than Law? I can't think of
The
anyone.
realm of Cislodia doesn't tolerate civil dissidents like you.
Law.
I hereby detain you in the name of his lordship!
Zephyr? What the hell?
Zephyr!
Here they come! Take it! It's over! Searing flame!
Come one, come all!
I'm on Mega Ray!
Plasma shock! Fire in the hole!
There!
Big blast!
You're mine! Cyan Instant!
Eat this! Fire in the hole! You're mine!
Okay, I can change directions. There we go.
One more! Cyan Instant! Searing flame! Mega Ray! Excited! Searing flame! Here I go! I'm only getting started!
This one's mine!
Excited! It's over! Mega Ray!
I suppose I need first aid.
And ready!
Zephyr! Are you trying to get caught? I'm sure that can be arranged! Not if I can help it!
Mega Ray!
Fire support!
Here's a healing art!
First aid! One down!
Mega Ray! Take it!
Engage!
I'm only getting started!
Fall back! Azure
This is
support!
it!
Mission!
It's over! I'm never finished!
What's going on, Zephyr? Why won't you fight him? Is that soldier someone you know?
Don't hurt him,
What are you...
please.
He attacked us, therefore he must die. Come on now, it's basic. Zephyr. Zephyr, don't nepotism the cop.
You never
He made his
changed.
choice.
You've always got a dead-knowing look on your face! Zephyr!
You know what pisses me off the most about Law?
But he just...
This could have been, in the hands of a competent writing team, a good little plot.
So now you remember me.
Like,
Nerve of you.
Law
Wipe
should
that
never
damn
have
look
become a
off your face
hero.
once and for all.
Let's be very real. Law should not have been a hero. Law should have been a recurring villain for at least like half the game. Hey, Rinwell just magicked. We love you, Rinwell.
Rinwell, you...
Law.
Watch yourselves. The insurgents are armed.
Enemy reinforcements. Use the sword.
I can't. The villagers will get caught in the blast. We need to fall back.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Zephyr!
Go. Leave without me.
You can't.
I'm not leaving without him.
Alphen, there's no time.
But
See,
what
if
about
Zephyr
the
were like
resistance?
actually a
Everyone's
playable
counting on
character,
you.
replacing
Forgive me.
Law, and like we had like half the game with Law as a recurring villain, and then Zephyr died like halfway through the game, and Zephyr's death and replacement by Law was like the culmination of Zephyr's arc in Act 3. That could be cool. But as it is, it's just lame.
We've waited all night, but nobody's shown up.
No sign of Zephyr or an enemy pursuit. So, what's the plan now?
You really need to ask? We go rescue Zephyr.
If he's under arrest, they'll have taken him to Cisloden, the capital city. Assuming he's still alive, that is.
I can't believe Zephyr never told us he had a son.
And to find him in that village of all places,
Those fireworks you pulled out of your hat back there. They were astral arts, weren't they?
Shion, what the hell are you doing?
Except I've never heard of a Danon who can cast astral arts. Are you a Renan?
Like hell I am!
No, of course not. Renan's eyes light up when they use astral arts. And when you used an art, your eyes definitely didn't. So I guess that means you can't be a so-called Bright Eyes after all.
Sorry.
You're right. Those were astral arts I used. Same as the ones wielded by the Renans. A long time ago,
Danans
family,
can use
my
astral
people,
arts.
were once known as mages.
A Danan mage? Up until now, I'd only ever heard of them in stories and rumors.
Wow, mages.
Though now I've seen one with my own eyes.
We've been in hiding for a long, long time. Even before the...
Even before the Renans?
Yeah. My ancestors were persecuted and targeted for their gifts.
But it was by their fellow Danans.
They lived hidden away all these centuries, keeping their existence secret. My mom and dad drilled it into me that I was never...
If that's the case...
I don't know.
Danan astral arts.
Hey!
What? You think I'm gonna go to the Lords with this information? I'm a traitor and an outcast at this point. Or did you forget? What amazes me is how anyone could have that kind of power and yet keep it hidden all this time. Didn't you ever want to use it to help your people?
Don't talk like you know the first thing about me, Renan!
Listen, all I care about is taking out the Lords, okay? Which is no doubt what her people want too. Using her powers to help do it only makes sense.
Makes sense for who? Us? Besides, Zephyr comes first.
It's fine.
Huh?
You're going to save Zephyr, right? If so, you're going to need my powers to do it. I don't want anyone else to die.
Are you sure? Then let's get back to the village. We need to find out what happened.
Again, stuff that was interesting on the first playthrough that I'm just like, yeah, but there's no arc to these characters.
What's wrong?
At least for the first,
Nothing,
like,
just
half of the game.
surprised how
So
dark
why
it
do I
is.
care?
Why wouldn't it be? It's still night after all.
No, that's what's weird. A lot of time's passed since we arrived.
Oh, right. It's not, basically, it's always night in this realm.
Huh?
It's always
been that
night,
way
it's always
forever.
cold, I will
It
always
never
be
gets any
depressed.
brighter.
So it's always dark all day
Yay,
long?
it's spring weather. Cass,
How?
I love you,
How is that even possible?
but bring on the global
Did the
warming
Renans
if it means
cause
I don't
this?
have to have winter
Of
depression
course
anymore.
they did. It's complicated to explain, though. It'd be easier to just get this...
I'll take your word for it.
We befriended Rinwell. Oh. Rinwell's skill panel.
I wonder how Zephyr's doing. If that...
Okay, so first, Rinwell time. Second, third, we need to give Rinwell the best outfit we can, and that's not Idolmaster. It is probably, yes, it is this. And we need the best hair. Okay, that pigtail barrette C is probably really good. How the hell is that a demonic cap? Let's give her the owl cap. She's our... There we go. We have made Sahil if she were a white girl.
Laga is his son. They shouldn't be rough with it.
Okay, and skills. Should probably think about this sensibly.
want to believe that. But those two didn't look like they're exactly on good terms. Actually, now I'm curious.
Really don't care about what
It's
these
like my hands are-
characters have to say anymore.
That turned out good.
It's like, I don't know. The funny thing is I was
we've
spending
rested
a
long
lot
enough.
of today like, oh,
Let's
I want to
keep
play
moving.
Arise. Now that I'm playing Arise, I'm like, alright, this game is so not fun. But we have Rinwell. Things are better now.
Right, here goes!
Mega
No!
Ray!
We have a fire spell.
Here goes! Dance in the wind! Air!
Burn in hell!
One raging cascade! These ones can run rings around us!
Take this!
Raging storm!
Mirage!
Light astral energy! Photon blast!
Storm!
Here goes! I'm only one last one! Raging cascade!
Sonic rock! Next!
Okay, Rinwell's pretty fun. I don't really understand her, but she's more fun than Xion, so we'll play Fion. Play. Oh, we have a hole. Did you hear that? There you are. Oh, where do you want me to stand?
Looks like we've spotted one of Hoodle's friends.
Yay.
It's eerily quiet.
No sign of Zephyr. You think they took him away already?
What say we quit hiding and go ask some villagers? Someone's bound to report us no matter what we do, so we might as well.
Hey, Xion!
What? You heard her. She's got a point. Our cover was blown last night. Where's the sense in sneaking around?
And what if there are soldiers lurking about?
They would have followed us to the cabin already. Relax. The coast is clear. Let's hurry and speak to the villagers.
Is she always like that? I don't know how you managed to put up with her.
What makes you think I'm managing?
Ha ha ha. Women with opinions.
Let's try talking to the
Right.
villagers.
Hi, villager.
Hey. Hey.
Yeah.
I guess. Great. Huh?
Huh?
Huh? What? Great, huh? He's got a problem with Zugals outside of town, so we're gonna go help. There's a couple more
Messiah
quests around
Toot.
here, I notice. We'll pick them all up and we'll go do that, so we can get some XP.
Messia is basically a code.
Hey, Hoodle.
It indicates it's a small village.
So it's not its actual name? Then does that mean that 224 is...
Yeah. It's merely a serial number assigned to it for administrative purposes.
So the Renans even get to decide what places are called out in this realm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey. What? I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Alright, good.
Guy wants booze.
Using Zugals to make drinks. That takes guts.
No one would have come up with it before the occupation. That's for sure.
You don't think the Snake Eyes will hold it against them, do you?
If anything, the warmth might help loosen them up.
Hoo-hoo!
I see you. Hoo-hoo.
Hoo-hoo!
Looks like we've spotted one of Hoodle's friends.
So we got some Zoogles to kill, we got some Zoogles to kill to make booze, and we've got something over here which I bet is going to be Zoogles to kill.
I think there's someone in trouble here.
Huh? Hey.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah!
How's this?
Yeah!
I want some fruits and veggies that we already have on him.
Huh? Just...
And he's selling them! Oh my gosh. How lame.
They reacted just like we expected.
Yeah. Do you think we'd end up like that if we had to treat everyone with suspicion?
It's like the bitter cold has frozen the hearts of those who live here.
I don't think the writers of this game have ever lived in a surveillance state. Hint, people don't, like, get like this. They just kinda become... Where? Defeat 7 ice wolves. Oh, fun! It's a WoW
like the Zoogle we
MMO
were
style
told
quest.
Hi, Hoodle!
There! Rising more!
There! Gusty Nail!
Plasma shock!
Searing Flame! Reload!
This
One
one's
more!
all mine!
Freezing Storm! Bullseye! Hero!
Plasma shock! Finish it!
Bullseye! Watch them bleed!
Plasma shock!
Here's another! I'm ready! Raging Cascade!
Mirage!
Spread! There's the Zoogle we were asked
There's
to
3
handle.
of them.
Little help!
Okay, I forgot how to make the Grinwell.
Photon Flame! Cyan Instance! Ghost Dance in the wind! And again! Air Thrust! Searing Flame! One last one! Power of Go get it!
Take this!
And there's the rest of them.
Little help!
Plasma shock! Do it!
Thunder Blade! How's this?
Burn
Raging
in hell!
Cascade! Searing Flame! Not on my watch! Reload! Here's another!
That should be enough to make the area more safe to travel in.
Okay, how do I check my quests? Because I have more than just that quest. I guess we just go back, we turn it in, and that will give us our next quest. This game is just... So this bugs me because a quest list has been a standard part of games for almost 30 years. For almost 30 years now. If you include old RPG journals from the golden age of CRPGs, then that would include those, you know? Like, then it would be over 30 years.
Hey.
Quest list. With, like, not a
Till
navigable
next
quest
time.
list?
Huh? I guess.
Oh!
Of course.
Are they trying to just make it less RPG? Because RPGs aren't for everyone. Can I talk to this guy and get it reset priority-wise? Because you're our booze guy.
Okay.
No, I can't. Help. How do I set my quests? And check each of their objectives in the activity records. Okay, so that's how. That's a bit lame. I'm gonna save because my hernia has started acting up and I am not as excited to play this as I thought I was. Once again, stop the transphobic law. And tomorrow we have our FF14 stream as usual. We'll be back in Eden because Alberic's gone again, and Alberic just isn't interested in catching up with Eden. I've done some testing, stress testing, so we should be good, I'd hope, on things. My new sittings lasted for a total of 7 hours. But yeah, I have been Barb. We'll see if they hold up while actually streaming tomorrow. For now, peace.